What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Lakers. They battled, they survived. Ugly win, but I'll take an ugly dub over an ugly loss, man. 96 to 93 versus the Orlando Tragic. I call them that now because they gutted their team, man. And it was basically tonight we're going up against one guy by the name of Bacon. And I told you guys about him in pregame. He's the tough player. He's very offensive minded, and they're gonna give him the green light because they got nothing to play for. But shout out to Lakers, man. I gotta talk about a couple of players that really, just so endearing to my heart. Obviously, Montrezl Harrell, man. What a beast. How about we check out some stats tonight, man? I'm gonna take you guys with me to that screen. Let's go see some stats from your boy Trez. Let's go. So Montrezl Harrell ends up with, drum roll, please. See if I can find him here. Okay, there it is. He ends up with 18 points, 11 rebounds. Man, I'm telling you, probably the most consistent Laker out here. 24, a very quiet 24 for Dennis Schroeder, and of course Kyle Kuzma coming through with 21. So those were a big three-headed monsters, and 11 rebounds for your boy Kyle. I gotta definitely commend Kyle, man. Kyle has been rebounding the ball and giving us exactly what we're looking for. All right, that efficiency from that position ever since LeBron went down. So shout out to Kuz, man. But Trez, man, he's the heart and soul of this team. I told you guys he was the heart and soul of the Clippers. I guess they didn't want to believe me, but we snatched their heart and we ate it up like a fatality off of Mortal Kombat, man. And I'm telling you right now, man, Trez is really he's that spark plug that never stops. Once he's inserted into the game, he goes from 0 to 100 real quick. My guy said, Lakers, y'all need to trade KCP. That's coming off season. No cap. KCP is a no-show. But respect to the Lakers. But shout out to Dennis, Trez, and Kyle Kuzma. Man, like you preaching to the choir. KCP has been like this all season. I don't know if he caught anemia or something. We gotta make sure we check with his health physician because my boy has no energy. Like what's going on with? Will somebody please answer me? What's going on with KCP? Like he just looked weak out there, man. Wesley Matthews should be all right. It looks like he walked off the court. I was a little concerned about him, so I stayed on a little longer to see if they gave any updates. But it looks like he walked off the court. Otto Porter, man, he's already contributing to the Lakers. I hope, I really hope we bring him off of buyouts. I hope he requests a buyout after tonight. He realizes that that's no man's land in Orlando right now, and he needs to be with a winning team like us. Now, very tough win. We did a lot of things wrong. We suck in the half court offense. That's just the truth. Laker Nation, we are trash in the half court offense without LeBron or AD or Drummond. Like we are bad. I'm talking about we get in there, we basically move the ball around the perimeter a couple of times, and then somebody goes ISO and tries to score. That is our half court sets. There's not a lot of off ball movement, no backdoor screens, nothing going on, no set motions, nothing moving off the ball. I'm just like, what's going on, Frank? But in transition and playing defense and scoring in transition, that's what we strive. And, it was excellent tonight again when it needed to be. But we play in spurts is such a bad habit. We've been doing it all season, playing spurts. Even with LeBron and AD, we were playing spurts. And I was like, man, I hope we don't develop this because it's going to come back to bite us. It almost did tonight. I would have been tight if we would have lost to the Orlando Tragic. I'm telling you right now. So very happy we got this win. Shout out to Dwayne Bacon, man. That guy's a bucket. He's a walking bucket. He can really score. The buyout market opening it up. Who do you guys want with the final roster spots? You guys got a little nice sample size of Otto Porter? Hit me with the comments, man. I want to know who you guys would like in the comment section. My man said Caruso needs to learn how to finish a layup. He was bad tonight, particularly in that fourth quarter. He almost shot us out the game. And there was a play that really irritated me. I didn't usually love Caruso. I love Caruso, man. But let me tell you something. This guy, Alex, he comes down transition and he tries to force a pass that isn't there to Montrezl Harrell. That irritated me. Turnover leading to another bucket going that way. And then next possession, Montrezl is wide open down the lane. All he needs to do is shovel the pass to him going down the lane. Montrezl probably would have had one of his signature transition dunks. And this man actually tries to shoot a way more contested layup off the glass. My man doesn't even hit the rim again. And I'm glad that Frank Vogel made the adjustment. I haven't given him enough credit, but he's been trying to make some adjustments lately that have been working, man, especially in these last two wins. and he, pulled him out of the game. So he did the right thing. So congratulations. You did what they pay you to do, man. You coached tonight, Frank. So that's what's up. How can I get that jersey? Oh, I'd love to tell you, man. You're going to have to get in contact with my boy Quincy. I have no idea where he got it from, but he sent it to me, man. Like I said, the fans spoiled me, man. You guys truly are amazing, man. You guys have been spectacular. So I don't know where he got the jersey from, but I love it. I love it. One of the best gifts I've ever received. He said, what happened to THT? 4 points. THT's a rookie, man. What do you expect? You want him to average 20 points a game? He's a rookie. He's going to go through growing pains. But since you're making that point, you're probably one of these pro Kyle Lowry people, right? What happened to Kyle Lowry? He had 0 points. Check that out. Go check. I'm telling you right now, Kyle Lowry had 0 points, so that's what you would have acquired. He said, my guy, it was an ugly game, but a win is a win. Get ready, Laker Nation. Wednesday is Dre Day. I like that. He said, versus Milwaukee, bro. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for the donation. I'm really looking forward to Wednesday. And this gives us some time to rest, recover, maybe get a practice in there, and bring in Andre Drummond, who, again, it's going to be a tall task against Milwaukee, one of the best teams in the East. They got everybody healthy, it looks like. So it's looking like a maybe potentially a loss, but you just never know. It's the NBA. If guys come out here and play inspired ball, I believe this Laker team can pull off the upset. Andre Drummond's definitely going to help in the front line, but we're going to need a lot from our role players. They're going to have to step up, knock down big shots. But I'll leave some of that talk for pregame on Wednesday for sure. He said, Marcus Gasol to the bench. I'm looking forward to that. That's probably one of the best things that I'm looking forward to right there. But I wanted to ask Laker Nation, who do you guys want from the buyout market? Y'all got to see what Otto Porter's capable of tonight. Somebody was talking about, who was it? Ferguson, Terrence Ferguson. He could jump out the building, and he's still young. But I doubt that's even an option because the Lakers are looking for a 3-and-D wing. Reports are coming out that that's what the Lakers are going to focus on. So, Terrence Ferguson is more of a scoring type athlete. Not much of a scorer, but more of an athlete on the athletic side. So I doubt he's an option, and then he's too young, no experience. I'm guessing Rob's looking for experience so that when we go deep in the playoffs, he can trust them. Terrence Ross, I don't think that's a buyout option, young Elder. Hey, by the way, I wanted to talk to young Elder, man, because my man was telling me that Rob Pelinka is trash. I want to know if you still feel that way and why. Rob Pelinka has done everything he could to improve his roster, man. I'm absolutely very happy with him. Today, he basically made me look good because I've been telling you, be patient. The Cat built a championship contender last year within hours. So what do you think now? I really want to hear from my guy right here, man. He said, Wayne Ellington is nice for the Lakers. That is a nice option. Avery Bradley's also a nice option if he goes into the bubble this time. If not, I think I'll pass. I think I would talk to Avery and I'd be like, are you willing to go into the bubble? My man said he did his thing getting Andre Drummond. Thank you. That is all. That is all I ask is for the credit. Laker Nation for life. Hey, what's up, homie? She said, RHJ? RHJ, who's that? Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Is that who you're talking about? Let me know. Drop another comment. Let me know if you're talking about Rondé Hollis Jefferson. That, you know what? I didn't even think of him. He's actually pretty nice, and he has good size on him. Athletic. He can play defense. I don't know if he's a 3-and-D, but he's definitely a defensive wing. That's not a bad option. Well, okay. I see you. I see you today. Man, she out here stunting on me with her 200 piece she dropped earlier. But yeah, Rondé Hollis Jefferson actually would not be a bad idea. I would not mind adding him. I really wouldn't. Even though he doesn't have playoff experience like that. Or does he? I don't think so. But yeah, that's actually not bad. I'm just not sure he can shoot. That's the only thing. But for defensive purposes and slashing ability, I wouldn't mind him at all. Okay, Rondé Hollis Jefferson. That's what you meant. Okay. I was trying to decipher that the three initials. Interesting. Jabari Parker, man. Jabari Parker had all the talent in the world, and then injuries plagued him, and it's unfortunate, man. I'm not sure if he's ready though to perform on this level. And what I mean is in the main spotlight for LA. If he was, man, I'd love like a very hungry Jabari Parker would be dope, but I'm not sure how he plays. I haven't seen him in the last couple of years, to be honest. All I know is that he's been in and out the lineup due to injuries, and that's unfortunate. But I did like him as a talent when he was healthy, back when he was in Milwaukee, man. Even when he got traded, I like him, but we'll see. I think there's better options. My man said Lance Stevenson. Lance is nice, man, but He's just too streaky for me. I want a player I can rely on. We already have plenty of streak shooters. Like, for example, tonight, Markieff Morris went off, guys. He went all the way off. And I was like, damn. I was like, if Keith could just bottle this and continue to give us this type of consistent shooting and solid defense, that would be such an asset. And he did that in the playoffs, so I'm hopeful. But, you know, we already have plenty of streak shooters. He's been streaky all year long. Meta World Peace? Oh, man, I wish that guy would be dope. But he can't. He's not in basketball shape anymore, man. He's out here doing his business thing. So shout out to Meta, man. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe he is in basketball shape. I don't know. But, yeah, I think I'm not even sure if he's trying to play anymore. He said, Wave Gasol signed Boogie. I heard that the Boston Celtics were interested in DeMarcus, so he's closing in on a contract over there from last thing I heard. I wouldn't like to waive Mark. I think Mark is going to give us solid minutes off the bench. I really do. I don't think you guys are going to hate him as much off the bench. Starting again, it's past this timeline already, you know. So yeah, I wouldn't mind Boogie. More size, the better, right? You go in there with more security and you know, into the playoffs with more of a security blanket, just in case anybody gets injured or in foul trouble. You got extra big. So he said KCP and Wesley ain't it. Those guys have been shooting horrible this year, like atrociously horrible, man. I'm just like, wow. I didn't think you could hit rock bottom with shooting like that. Like, but I hope they turn it around at some point, because imagine we're eking out wins like this without LeBron, without AD, without Drummond. And imagine when we add all three pieces, if these guys can just come alive a little bit, it'll just be another dimension to this team shooting wise. You know, we have shooters. They're just so streaky. Luckily, last year we caught fire in the playoffs, and I hope that they're focused and they bring that same intensity to this year's playoffs. That's really what I'm counting on. Andre Ingram, oh my goodness. That was such an epic story. When Andre came in from the G League, he was actually nice. I'm shocked he never got a contract anywhere. But yeah, I like him. Hey, Craig, appreciate you, my man. My man said, hey, Dan, this is a Laker fan since 1969. Keep doing your thing. Love you, bro. Love you too, Craig. That's what's up. How you feeling about Drummond, man? You happy as I am? I hope you are, man. You know, we got ourselves a old school back to the basket center, a banger down low. I'm excited, bro. Shout out to Craig, man. That's what's up. Thanks for the love, brother. He said, who was the Lakers' best shooter? When? This year or last year? Tonight, it was I think it was Markieff. You know, it's because Kuz, even though he hit clutch shots, he always does. He's clutch. That's why I always say Kuzma clutch, and then I even spell it with a K just to annoy the haters. But you know what's funny? All these Kuzma haters would talk so much, even when he would dye his hair. I have not heard any talk at all, man. My man's been stepping up in the absence of LeBron and AD. You know, it's been several games he's dropped more than 20 points, and he's got 10 rebounds. My guy is balling, man, no matter how they chop it up. And yes, he had an off shooting night, but he makes them when they count. That's what I love about Kuz the most. Kyle Kuzma is truly the true definition of a role player, right? Like, he could have been a star on another team. He probably would have developed a lot further, but he sacrificed in order to make this team deeper, right? So I love it, man. I love me some Kuz. She said, when will Luol Deng get off the books? I think next year is the last year we're paying. So unfortunately, yeah, we're still on the hook for Luol Deng, which makes it all the more impressive that Rob has been able to build championship contenders, you know, around that $5 million that he's taken up, right? That we stretched it out. So again, that's credit to Rob, because I had even forgot. But hey, look at you. You're so savvy. You still you got things in your mind that nobody's thinking of. That's IQ right there. I forgot about Luol Deng's contract. That's going to clear more cap space after next summer. So awesome. Thank you for reminding me. Jameson, my boy, my buddy, my bro. He said, today, as a Laker fan, the good was signing Drummond. The bad was our three-point shooting. The ugly was the win. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I see what you did there. That was clever, man. Good little wordplay. It was an ugly win, but a win is always beautiful, man, no matter how you get it. It was an ugly win. I don't disagree. But at the end result is a beautiful thing. So that's all we want, man. And I do like how the Lakers have been recently. Last two games, granted, this is weaker competition than we're about to start facing. But they've been, when it counts, they've been strapping down, playing good defense, getting stops. That block by Montrezl Harrell, bro, that thing got me so hyped, man. I got off the couch. I was hyped. My man, he jumps out the building to get those blocks, man. He's dope. Somebody made a comparison of Ben Wallace to him defensively, and you know what? At times, I see glimpses of that when he jumps out building just to get them blocks, man. Then he sends it to like the 5th row. Yo, Montrez is legit, bro. Nothing but hard and hustle. I really hope there's a way we can work a contract extension moving forward. I doubt it simply because he's super outplaying his contract. He's worth way more than $9 million. Matter of fact, with his hustle, his consistency, and his heart, and he's also a floor. He's an anchor on the floor defensively. The way he talks to guys and get them all in position and hypes them up, it's amazing to watch, man. This guy's worth easily 18 million. Like I double that up. I double the 9. That's how good he is. But I don't know how the whole cap space is gonna work or whatever, and what the Lakers are gonna do. But one year at a time. Let's enjoy Trez while we got him. Al Horford, is he even a free agent? Al Horford would be dope, but we don't need another starting caliber big, to be honest. Big baby, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the thanks, man. I appreciate you, bro. He said Vogel said, what was that? Vogel said Drummond may not be available then. We'll see. We're not gonna rush him in here, man. We gotta make sure he's ready to come in and go. But I predict he will be available on Wednesday. I have a feeling. Like, you haven't played basketball in that long. I'm sure he's hungry to get out there on the court. But, you know, he'll be ready when he's ready. Bottom line is we locked him up, guys. We're good to go. G2G. My man said, yo, Dan, who you prefer taking? Corey Brewer, Troy Daniels, Yogi Ferrell, Gerald Green, Emmanuel Mudiay, Evan Turner, or Dion Waiters? None of them, bro. And let me tell you why. And thanks for the donation. I'm going to break it down for you. So, Corey Brewer, I'm not even sure he plays anymore. Does he even play? Is he in the league? I don't want any has-beens because I want people that can come in and contribute. Unless they come in and get a hit of workout with the Lakers and they're really good, I don't think I want Corey Brewer. He has nice length and good defense and all that, but I want a two-way player that can score and play defense. Troy Daniels, again, one-way player. He can shoot when he's on, great. When he's not effective. I don't want any throwaway players. We got plenty of those. Yogi Ferrell, too short. I do like how hard he plays, and he's okay at getting buckets from time to time, but we don't need another guard. Gerald Green, again, I think his time is over. Emmanuel Mudiay has never been consistent, man. This guy cannot score consistently. Like, he disappointed me out of the draft. I thought he would be a lot better, and I think at this point, I think you can call him a bust. I'm usually not a fan of saying that about young players, but at this point, it looks like he's a bust. Never developed a jump shot, never became consistent at really anything, playmaking or nothing. Evan Turner, again, too old for me. Dion Waiters didn't really make an impact last year on the Lakers in the playoffs when it counted. I don't want players that are just going to sit and warm up the bench. This slot, we don't need another Jared Dudley type player. We need a real hooper who can come in and you can count on him to give you buckets. You need more depth because the way that Brooklyn stacked up, the way that Miami stacked up, the way that other teams stacked up, we need to make sure that we're able to guard those guys. You know, those guys that get buckets. They got a bunch of bucket getters over there, but they don't got no bucket stoppers. And that's where I think we'll definitely have the advantage. Yeah, they say no Porter buyout. Then on to the next one. Let's see who becomes available. Remember, as my good friend Kevin King says, the buyout market closes on the 8th of next month. I believe that's what he said, 8th or 9th. So we got some time to see who gets bought out last minute or whatever, you know. There's going to be some players at the end. So we'll see what happens. Pepper Lou, no thanks. Yeah, again, one-dimensional, man. And he never shows up in the playoffs, at least not recently. You know, I think Lou Williams is good there, man. He's by his favorite strip club. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get VIP access after every single game. They might give him some discounts. I think he's going to be happy there. He's not going nowhere. 9th, right? Okay, so the 9th. Thanks, Jose. He said, can we get Rondé Hollis-Jefferson? Yes, my homegirl just mentioned it, man. Shout out to her. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, I'm not opposed to because, again, he has size. I think he's like, what, 6'8"? He plays good defense, super athletic. He might add another element, you know, kind of like a really poor man's Andre Iguodala. I could see him being like that, but like a super, you know, like a really, really poor thrifty store Andre Iguodala. So I wouldn't mind getting a poor version of that even, you know. Here's the funny part. Now that I mentioned Andre Iguodala, how do you guys think he felt getting beat by the team he passed on in the finals? A lot of people make that mistake. Kawhi made it. You know, Andre made it last year. LaMarcus recently made it. Drummond made the right choice. So shout out to Drummond, man. Drummond for president 2020, what, 2026? Yeah, Drummond for president 2026, man. Let's get it. He said, I doubt Rodney Hood is going anywhere. He said, I think the Raptors are keeping him. He fits well. Rodney Hood, man. How cool would it be to get a player last name Hood? That is dope, especially if you grew up in the hood like me. To cheer for a player named Hood, I'd probably have to buy his jersey, man. I'd because he'd be representing me too, man. Rodney Hood would be legit. I like his talent. His talent, I think, fits, and he's exactly what they mentioned they want: a 3-and-D player, a player who can play defense and knock down the three ball consistently. I like Rodney Hood. That's a good one. But again, we don't know if he's going to get bought out at all. But you know what? No matter who we get, the Lakers right now, man, are looking very good. And I'm not talking about how we look tonight, of course not. But I'm saying when everybody comes back and they're healthy and they start gelling, um, we're battling through adversity. You know, we've lost what 4 games and we won 2. So let's see if we can pull out a couple of steal wins starting with Wednesday night, because that'll be huge. If we can go 3-4 early on, and then who do we face after that? I forgot who we face, but we can go 3-4 and continue to build on that before LeBron AD come in. And again, I think we should go with I think we should run our offense at times in the half court set through Drummond, because he can go and get himself some buckets. So it'll be interesting to see how much they're going to pound the ball inside to Andre. And I want to see some pick and rolls between Dennis. Sometimes Dennis forces the issue too much and he turns the ball over or gets blocked. There's times when he needs to kick it out. When he uses his speed to drive and kick or drive, penetrate, and dish to somebody wide open, he's such an effective player. I need him to do a little bit more of that, especially when Drummond comes on board. That's what I want to see from your boy. You said Mo Harkless. Mo Harkless would be dope. Again, he fits that 3-and-D, description. So, yep. MKG can't shoot. Might as well go on and get Rondae Hollis Jefferson. He said, if you're going to get him. I agree, Kevin. Yeah. Michael Kidd Gilchrist, man, I'm not sure he could hit a free throw at this point of his career. But Rondae Hollis Jefferson at least has a lot of size and explosion, and he will definitely help you defensively. Now, offensively, it's going to be a bonus anytime he comes on. But remember, defense wins championships. So the more size we put out there on the wings to go with the size in the paint, that's truly going to help us, man, in the half-court sets. This team is just so good, especially when we have LeBron back, at getting out of transition and finishing and catching a rhythm when they play defense first. So I really want, I want the Lakers to be smart and play through our bigs as well when we slow down the game half-court offense. Now, I'm not worried about the half-court offense when we get AD and LeBron back. Those guys, they make it happen themselves. LeBron James is great at drawing a lot of double, triple teams, kicking out to wide open people. And then it's up to them to score easy buckets. Sometimes they're layups, sometimes they're threes. Same thing with AD. You got to make him pay. If he's pounding the ball inside and he has it going, guess what? He's going to start commanding a lot of attention. Now you got wide open players and everything. Now you got Drummond as well, who can also command a double team from time to time. I'm telling you that. So we're going to have to continue to improve, move the ball, but defense is where it starts, especially in the playoffs. That's why I'm not opposed to getting mainly a defensive player. I prefer, if I had to choose between a shooter and a defensive player, I'm going defensive player, because sometimes a shooter can go on a slump and then he can't do nothing for you. Defensive players always do something for you. And if they start knocking down shots, then it's a wrap, right? It's like Avery Bradley, perfect example. He was primarily a defensive player, mid-range shooter, inside attacker here and there. But anything he gave you on the offense, it was a bonus. Now, when he was on, nobody could beat us. I remember even the Clippers struggled so bad, and I think that game, LeBron sat it out, and Avery Bradley took over. I think he dropped 30. That's what I like about defensive players. They'll have these little spurts where they turn into offensive players as well, but they don't lose a defensive effort ever. Offensively, they'll struggle from time to time, but it's all right. We got plenty of offense elsewhere. Lake Show, my guy said, there are the times where I wish we had DeRozan. DeRozan's nice, man, but I think we're set with as far as the scoring and all that. I think we're solid, man. As far as DeRozan goes, I don't think we need any more, man. We don't want to be like Brooklyn, We don't want to be like Brooklyn, man. We're like one player away from becoming Brooklyn at this point, but nah, not really. Not one player, actually. I'm exaggerating. We're about 3-4 players from becoming Brooklyn, but still, we got the best 2 players in the world. That's all that matters, man. And then we added another beast, a rebounding beast. We haven't had a rebounding beast since Kuzma. No, I'm just playing. But we haven't had a rebounding beast in a cool minute at the paint, at the center position. Dwight Howard was solid at rebounding, but he wasn't averaging 10. Sometimes he would. But, I'm saying Drummond is going to give you anywhere from 11 to 13 on any given night. This man is a rebounding bucket in the paint, and I can't wait. Victor, appreciate you, Victor. Thank you so much for the super sticker, man. Marcus, my guy Marcus, he said, is Avery Bradley available? Let's get him to earn that ring. LOL. He is available. I don't know if he's gonna be available in that bubble. If he becomes available in the bubble, I'm super happy, man. I'm super happy if he becomes available in that bubble. That's really what I need because he, I don't mind that he's doing it for his family or whatever, but we can ill afford to have another bubble situation. Who knows if we're going to be able to play the playoffs actually where they belong this time, which is in people's home stadiums. But if we can and we have to go to another bubble, God forbid everybody pulls another one of them because we can't afford that, man. We need all the pieces we can get this time. So if we are going to sit down with Avery Bradley, we should put like a clause in his contract that, hey, if you don't go to the bubble this year, we want the refund for this year and last year. Not that it can happen, but I'm being sarcastic. I'm saying, like, I don't trust. I'm not sure, man. I'm traumatized. Jose said, Dan, you hear Aldridge didn't sign with the Heat because they're on a 6-game losing streak? Some of these dudes are soft. He said, don't want to build from the ground. Is that why? Oh my goodness. I knew it. I knew his initials were lame-o for a reason, right? I knew it. Like, come on, man. That's lame, bro. You a lame-o, LaMarcus. First, he turned down the Lakers twice, and then he didn't want to sign with the Miami Heat, who, by the way, made it to the finals last year because they're on a 6-game losing streak. Oh, man, get out of here, bro. You lame. That's crazy, man. But thanks, bro. Appreciate you. He said, y'all need to stop being like Brooklyn, just adding names to add names. Y'all got to think about team chemistry, dummies. I know who you're talking about, but you ain't talking to me, dummy. And that's for sure. You definitely ain't talking to me because that's all I think about is what fits with the roster. So you better check yourself. My guy said, yeah, it was the main reason. He said, guys, I don't see the Lakers cutting guys to sign someone who will be mediocre for our team. He said, we have one roster spot left. Trust Rob to make the best decision for that spot. I agree, man. I agree, bro. Like, I'm not tripping. Like, I've always been trusting Rob. He's come through. He's come through, man. He's coming through like a prayer right now. He said, Dwight Howard led the league in rebounds when he played for us in 2013. I'm not talking about 2013. I'm talking about last year, bro. And by the way, we definitely don't want to talk about 2013 Dwight. That, man, he was soft, bro. He was always joking around. He couldn't take the game serious. Speaking of Bradley, what do you think of LeBron really thought of him skipping the bubble? What do I think LeBron thought? I've never, oh my goodness, I've never been asked that. What do I think LeBron thought? I think LeBron said, hey, whatever works for him and his family, family comes first. That's what we all thought, man. That's really what we all thought. You say he's talking about the comment section, I believe. I don't know who you're talking about. He said LeBron settles Lakers in the playoffs. He does. LeBron James is such a floor general, man. He settles everybody down. He's I've learned to just have a new appreciation for King James from the moment he arrived here. First of all, everybody was too scared to even take an interview because this team was in a rebuild years. So shout out to LeBron for that. Secondly, he came in here and right away he put the pressure on himself and promised, a return to the promised land to Laker Nation. Major props for that because most guys don't even want to commit to anything, man. They don't want to commit to a gamer tag on Xbox Live. That's how scared they are, So LeBron came in here, made the promise, made his movie, even through all the criticism and all the chatter, all the haters saying, oh, he just came to make a movie. What did I say? I said, nobody comes to the Lakers to make a movie, man. Even though our life's like a movie, we don't come to the Lakers to make a movie. Period. My guy said Aldridge didn't sign with the Heat because he couldn't meet their physical requirements. He's out of shape, in other words. LaMarcus. But I don't care who he did or didn't sign with. I'm super disappointed that he went to a team that was always stacked with forwards and centers. Like, they have Nick Claxton over there. They have DeAndre Jordan. They have Blake Cakes. They have all kinds of bigs out there, man. They don't need your ass. You went over there as overkill. That's why you get no respect from me. And I know Kevin Durant was dialing 911. He was dialing like crazy when he seen the trade deadline. They weren't involved. He was like, I need some help. He was scared, man. And he got his wish, He got his wish. He got Lamo on his team. Three super team wasn't enough for him. And he went and added 2 extra players that have been all-stars before. So it is what it is, man. He said, hey, Dan, I just found out the jersey you're wearing, you can buy it on. There it is. For whoever was asking, listen to Carl Brown, man. Appreciate you, Carl. Thanks for the information, man. But beware though, some jerseys that you find online could be they could be scams. You know, not all jerseys are legit. I've bought a jersey one time from this one website. I don't remember what it was called, but I bought a jersey. It looked legit, authentic. It had good reviews and everything. And when I got it, it was one of those shirts that had just LeBron James letters on it, like the ones they sell in the mall. Bro, they duped me, bro. I was like, oh my goodness, I ain't never buying from these unknown websites. So I'm letting you guys know right now. Make sure you're buying from a credible website, man. Andre Roberson, he's done. Didn't the Brooklyn Nets pick him up and then cut him? Yeah, we definitely don't want seconds, man. If they cut him, it's for a reason. For a reason. Imagine the Lakers are still winning without AD and LeBron. He said, battle tested come playoff time. Well, I mean, the real test is coming up right now. These two teams we had to beat, to be honest with you. Cleveland and Orlando, we're better teams than both those teams. Those are rebuilding teams right now. Now, Cleveland's a little better. They have, Colin Sexton's been hooping, but he didn't even play. Darius Garland looks nice. Jared Allen and Larry Nance, much respect. Those are hard players. But we still are a better team than them. And Orlando, come on, man. Orlando tragic. They look like the Ryan Kelly, Robert Sacre, Wayne Ellington days when Mike D'Antoni was running the team, when Nick Young looked like a star under Mike D'Antoni's system. That's what they look like. Dwayne Bacon was playing the role of Nick Young tonight. He was dropping buckets, but not doing anything else. So, it's just we had to get these wins. Now, they really want to impress me, like for real. Come out here on Andre Drummond's debut if he does make it on Wednesday and get a dub versus the Milwaukee Bucks. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, man. That's gonna wrap it up for me. Appreciate y'all, man. Much love, like an issue. Y'all showed me a tremendous amount of love over the years, but tonight was special, man. Tonight was special. We cracked 14K. Y'all hit me with the donations, man. Always smashing the like button. I gained like 150 subscribers between yesterday and today with all the news I've been breaking. So I guess, like they say, it's cliche, but hard work really does pay off. So I appreciate y'all, man, for everything. For real, I probably wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't for all your support. You guys motivate me and inspire me. So God bless you guys for reals, man. You guys deserve Andre Drummond and another championship and many more. Because Laker Nation is the best by far. Thank you guys. Have a great night, man. Love you guys. And I'll see you guys if anything breaks or Wednesday for that pregame, man. Have a great, great night. Love y'all.